Autumn Carnival well underway. I'm with Mick Kent, of course, at his property this morning. And Mick, we wanted to have a look at a couple of horses this morning with some of your loyal owners and a couple that we hope might emerge. And the first one we're looking at is a Spartacus filly, Hulalua.
Yeah, she was really immature filly we brought in New Zealand last year. Some people in Sydney own her and haven't seen her so much of her, so it was good to be able to do the video this morning. She's physically improved. She's had she went third her only start at Mornington and ran well, and we turned her out and she's probably grown 2 inches and put on 50 kilos. So she's working really well. I'm really bullish about her sort of going forward. I think she'll definitely be city class, and hopefully she might end up one of those minor Oakses later on in the season.
Another filly, Miss Jones, we saw her, of course, through the spring, and all the form around her has stacked up really well, and she looks to have come on in the last couple of weeks. She's close to having a run. Yeah,
I had her in last Friday and spoke to Donnie about her running in a stakes race this week, and we just thought she'd best going to attack a 6 furlong race at Moonee Valley fresh, because she will quickly look for 7 furlongs after, a second run. So Williams rides. She had a little sprint this morning, to try and keep her nice and sharp for Saturday, and I'm pleased with her. All being well, I think she ran well on Friday night.
Another filly we're looking at here is quite a scopy one, Bondi Break, for a new client, Russell Keating.
Yeah, no, I went and saw this filly down at Leongatha or Curramborough, and straight away you sort of looked at her and thought she's a big raw filly, but there's something nice about her, isn't there? She's got a bit of scope to her. She's by Break the Vault, who's got a good pedigree, and she just looks like a nice staying filly to me. She's her first prep, and she's been in pre-training for a while, and she'll have a couple of little bits of fast work here and then probably have another break and develop further and come back, probably for maybe a back-end run in the winter, and then whether she's mature enough in the spring to go an Oaks trip, but that's what she looks like. She looks like a stay to me, and there's something nice about her, though. She's a good, scopy action filly. I like her a bit.
And we're having a look at Absolutely, and we're almost looking at a different mare now.
Yeah, she's twice the size, she had sort of ran well for the spring heading towards the Caulfield Cup and drew terrible in the Caulfield Cup, and anyway, she was a bit disappointing in that race, but she pulled up with an inflamed fetlock and we x-rayed it and she had a little chip in the joint, but then she's had a good break, and to pull up early in the spring, it's really done her well. She's physically really improved. I couldn't be happier with her, the way she's going.
What's the plan with her?
We'll go to Sydney just for a few runs. We'll go up there, probably run on the Ajax to start off with, and try and really target that Queen Elizabeth on the last day, and a 10 furlong Group 1 with her, and then give her a break again and get her back for the spring again.
Couple of horses for Terry Dixon in Adelaide. The first one we're looking at is Striking Image.
Yeah, this horse goes okay. Nice little Royal Academy horse that's taken time to grow. He was a little bit small, but he's thickened up and strengthened up nicely. Terry wouldn't have seen him for ages, so it was good to have this opportunity to show him. He's trialling this afternoon, and then he'll go racing in the not near future. And he's also got a Rock of Gibraltar who's here, who's been a big immature horse. Wasn't showing much at all early, but as he's got on in time and more work I've done with him, the better he's gone. Big striding horse, looks like he wants a bit of soft ground in a mile, but it was good for Terry to have a look at them horses. He hasn't seen them for a long time.
Not named yet, out of a mare called Bimbo Limbo. There's got to be a good name beckoning there somewhere.
Yeah, no, I'm sure Terry will think of something good.
Mick, we touched on our Miss Jones. You've got the full sister here now as well.
Yeah, she arrived in Australia about a month ago. She's just spelled at the moment, and I went and saw her 2 weeks ago, and I thought I had the wrong horse. I tell you, she's twice the size of Miss Jones, and I wonder if we've got the 2-year-old and she's a 3-year-old. That's Donnie, but physically a very different filly. Very powerful, strong. Masculine sort of head on her. It's good for Donnie to have a look at her because he hasn't seen her, and be amazed how strong she is. She wouldn't look out of place walking around the Golden Slipper Yard. She's that strong. She's a 2-year-old filly, so given Miss Jones has shown a bit of ability, this filly being a more physical and more robust horse, you expect maybe her to show her form a bit earlier. But really impressive sort of filly.
And is she about to come into work?
She's coming into work today, we'll soon see what she's about in the next few weeks.
Diamond Days, literally just arrived from New Zealand.
Yeah, just arrived this morning in a plane. Really like this filly. I saw her in New Zealand when I was over there for the sales, and she just won a 7 furlong maiden. And I went and watched her work while I was there, and she's by Viking Ruler, out of a Woodman mare of a Sir Tristram mare, and where if you look at the pedigree, she's got a double up as Sir Tristram in the same line. I couldn't help think, as soon as I saw her, she reminded me of that sort of ilk of mare, like Ethereal and, you know, Empire Rose, those big Sir Tristram stay mares that were really good. And she's 1/7, which is good for a filly of her size. So look, she's here. Hopefully, she can hold together enough. It's it's not an easy thing to do, and run in an Oaks or get a few runs into this prep and put her away and bring her back for the spring. But I think she'll make a really nice day. I was really pleased to get her.
And finally, this morning, a horse called Real Sambiza, who you tell me is just gradually maturing, gradually coming into himself.
Yeah, brought him for some really nice owners at the Breeze up in Queensland a couple of years ago, and he was a strong, spunky colt, and he went about his business all really good, and we're really keen on him. But he's just every time I get to the bottom of him, he sort of gets a bit immature and a bit weak on me, and we've had to turn him out and start again. They've been awfully patient, but I think he's furnished now, and he looks sort of like he'll go on and race his prep and hopefully have some success for them, because they've been very patient with him.
And just as we wind up this morning, you ducked over to Dubai last week for Unusual Suspect having his first run there, and ran very well.
Yeah, look, I was really pleased. He's on his own there. He's quarantined on his own, and he hasn't settled in very well, and he's lost a lot of weight, so I haven't done much with him. I was really pleased to see he ran really well. Ryan Moore rode him and was full of praise for him. He probably just peaked 50 metres out, but I think had he settled in better, I got more work at him, he would have been figuring in that race. He'll run in 2.5 weeks again now, and and he's heads to that big Dubai Gold Cup on World Cup night. But it was quite an interesting experience up there. The facilities are good in that. I've just got to really work on getting him some company. I think it's going to be the key to him settling in a bit better, because he's just on his own and he's just sort of stressed a bit. Real challenge, but looking forward to it, and I don't think he'll look out of place up there.
Thanks, Mick.
Cheers.